All right, so that was a game. There was, I mean, there's a lot of crazy noon games here. I mean, the Texans won. The Browns only put up 13 on the Lions, and that's a 3-point. Whoops, right up here. Niners. I said on Wednesday, I said the Niners are either going to blow out the Jags or it's going to be a very, very close game because that's how the Jags play. It was a blowout. I did call that. I think it's over here. I called Indy upsetting. So, this game hurts. This game sucks. We'll talk about it in a sec, but I'm doing pretty well. I bought into the hype of Cam Newton. Stupid of me too. So I know I got that one wrong because I bought into the stupid hype of Cam Newton. But they played well. I think he had what? I think it was one. I'm not even gonna look, but I think it was one rushing and 2 passing. I think it was. But to get into this game here, we can talk the refs, we can talk Mason Crosby, we can talk on defense, we can talk offense. I mean, you name it, we can talk about it. We can talk about how Justin Jefferson went off and no one could touch him and no one could stop him for some weird reason. We could talk about how the Packers left, what was it, like 2:09 or whatever on the clock, after that 75-yard touchdown. There's that. People are talking about the interception. It was dropped. That was a dropped interception. If you go back and watch, by rule you have to maintain it down to the ground when you hit the ground. He did not. Though it was weird because he took like 2 or 3 steps before Jefferson kind of pulled him to the ground. Can you call it a fumble? I don't know, because again, he took like a step. Well, I think it was 2 steps. I don't know. They're not going to have a highlight of this on the side. What am I thinking? They're not going to have a highlight of that. But, I guess maybe you could call it a fumble because it was about 2 steps. But, it is what it is. It happened. And then the Packers the defense. I praised the defense for the past 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Ever since the Arizona game, I said the defense is looking good. We're rated top 3. It's a very good defense. Is exactly what I said. And the Vikings just walked all over them today. All over them. There was a very, in my opinion, and if you go back and watch, and by rule, if you look at the rule book for the NFL, very stupid roughing the passer call in the first half, which extended the Vikings drive and gave them a free 7 points. Go back and watch that play. It's within a step. It's either within a yard or within a step of the QB, and he just throws it off. If you have I think it's a step. I think it's a step is what you have before it becomes roughing the passer. And was it Kiki? I think it was Kiki hit Cousins within that step. And they called the interception. It would have been an interception. They called it back, and then Vikings got a touchdown the very next play. Very stupid. That's the only thing. That's the worst of it. There was some really weird calls, like, who was it? Josh Myers, the center, got flagged for moving his head too fast. What? What? What kind of call? What kind of ticky-tacky call is that? And you can clearly hear him saying, "I warned you." And it was the stupidest thing ever. He moved his head too fast? What? I don't understand that. These refs, I don't understand a call like that. I just don't. It got better in the second half. I think it was more so down the line in the second half. There wasn't really that many penalties in the second half that I can recall. But that roughing the pass, it's so stupid. I mean, that's just so stupid. I believe it's within a step. It's either within a yard or within a step after the QB has thrown. I believe it's a step though, and he was within a step. Hit Cousins. It's legal by the NFL textbook. It is legal. I don't get it. That's the play that I just don't understand at all. And then I think that just stupid moving your head too fast. I think that's just one of the dumbest things ever. The dumbest things what kind of a ticky tacky call is that? I don't get that. We had Elton Jenkins go down this game. He tore his ACL, so there's another guy he's probably done for the season, most likely. No Aaron Jones. I'm nervous for next week. Now, I was like, okay, we have a shot against the Rams. I don't know. Rams are coming off a bye. I don't know how to feel. Yes, it's at home. But I don't know. It feels like a bad game. I don't know how to feel about that game. Now the defense is playing like the defense we all know and love. Just a terrible. I mean, defense is just looking terrible. Joe Barry got exposed today. just like against the Saints, Joe Barry got exposed. So I just don't get it. I got something on my screen. Oh well, I'll fix it later. Rushing, Dalvin Cook. I mean, last time he had like 200 plus yards. So I mean, 86 yards on 22. That's pretty good. 22 carries and 86 yards. I'll take that any day of the week. That's decent. He's one of the best running backs in the league. He goes for 86. It takes him 22 carries to get 86. Longest was 13. So I mean, he didn't even have a big game. So I'll take that any day of the week. I mean, stats wise, we look at it, we did pretty good. I mean, 90 total yards of rushing. That's not bad. I'll take that. 86 for Cook. I'm fine with. I'm just totally fine with that. AJ Dillon, 11 carries, 53 yards. That's not bad. Longest was 11 too. Rodgers got out of the pocket twice for holy crap, 21. Yeah, wow, that's okay. That's crazy. Longest 18 there. Yeah. EQ had I think it was a jet sweep, I believe it was, for 11. Patrick Taylor got a 4 carries for 11 yards. Not bad there. He's obviously elevated from practice squad, and he's now our RB2 with Aaron Jones out. So totally fine with him getting a couple carries. 11 yards there isn't bad at all. So 95 there. We outran him by 5 yards. So that's not bad. And then Jordan Love got the kneel down at the half. Passing, I mean, again, both QB 385, 341 for both QBs. Wow, this was basically a shootout. Is what this basically was. MVS had that 75-yard, 123 yards. Devontae Adams, 37 yarder. I think that was I guess there's 2 touchdowns. I think that was one of the touchdowns was because he threw Rodgers. I mean, he just saw him. They had a blitz, and no one covered Adams, and Adams was just sitting in the end zone. So I think that was the 37 or one of the 37 yarders for his touchdown, or for one of the touchdowns. That was 37 yard. AJ Dillon getting some passes caught again. EQ, big play, extended drive, 26 yards, very good to them. Josiah DeGuara. That was a crazy touchdown. It looked like Rodgers was going to run, and then he just flips it in the end zone, and Josiah DeGuara just catches it. Was that? There's no way that was 25 yards, right? Because what, 10? So was that is either a 12-yarder or a 25-yarder? Were they 25 yards outside of the end zone? Are they really? Maybe that was the 12. I don't know what. I feel like it was shorter than 25. If it was, it was. I mean, if it was, it was. But it's either 25 or 12. That's all it can be. But 12 seems kind of short. It had to be 25. It had to be. Justin Jefferson, what a day. What a day. 8 receptions on 10 targets, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. Longest was the 56-yarder. Adam Thielen, half. For this is pretty much half. little less than half of the yardage that Justin Jefferson had. 82 yards on 8 receptions, 10 attempts, and a 26-yarder and a touchdown there too. I think Thielen was the one who got the touchdown after the stupid roughing the passer. Who is Tyler Conklin? Is that number 17? He was having a pretty good day. He was having a decent day too. Cook in the passing game too. So yeah, Cook had over 100 total yards. Let's see. So if we do, let's just say 30, and then you got to subtract one. So 30, 86. What is that? 116. So 115 yards for Cook. That's not a bad day for him. Fumbles. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers had one too. That's right. Yeah, and then defense. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, no kick returns, no punt returns. I mean, they just sent the ball in the end zone. Just like, we're just going to do that every time. Mason Crosby had a bad day. It very well could have been 34-34 heading into OT. He missed the chip shot that was it 29 yards or something like that, 30 yards. Missed it, and that's also why we ended up losing too. It was just a crappy day all over. Rodgers had a good day, but just you zoom out, you look at the whole team, it was just a crappy day. It just wasn't that good of a day for this team. I am so nervous for the Rams game next week. I had a little bit of confidence. I don't have a lot of confidence this week. Now that this game is over, I don't have a lot of confidence. Obviously, Rodgers was out with a toe injury, but again, he still put up godlike numbers, Rodgers-like numbers today. So it's just... I don't like it. I don't like it next week. People were calling this a trap game. I don't know why you call it this a trap game. I don't get it. I don't get why it was called a trap game, because I don't think any Packers fan was overlooking this game. We know how hard the Vikings play us. They always play us hard. It's always a good game. I mean, it was basically a shootout is what this was. I mean, 34-31. It was basically a shootout up until the end. And there's a couple chances where the Packers could have won this game with either interceptions or, again, that very dumb roughing the passer call. It was so stupid. It was so stupid. But, in the end, it just didn't fall our way. Savage couldn't hang on to the ball. Just is what it is. So it happens. I'm not super upset. Obviously, this, it'll hurt a little bit because we could have easily won this game. But, we still have a bunch of people injured. We still play them one more time at Lambeau. They got to come to Lambeau. It'll be after a bye, so hopefully we get Darius Smith back, David Bakhtiari back. Maybe Jair comes back. I don't know. We'll see. So, if we can get, some of our superstars back, it's a totally different game at Lambeau. I can tell you that right now. The fact that this was as close, we had Lazard out today. I think Malik Taylor was out. So, again, you stack a full Packers squad out there, and I'm pretty sure the Vikings had people missing too, even though they looked healthy. Obviously, they had a center that had COVID, just came back from COVID, so they gave, I think it was the backup, or I think they split reps or whatever, but they gave the backup more reps than the starting center because the Vikings starting center had COVID and just came back this week. So, but again, full healthy Packers squad. This is a different game, but, again, this could have been a different game if Savage held on. Very easily could have been a different game. So, for now, though, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.